A group of Missouri lawmakers are reviewing the earnings tax paid by people who live and work in two of the city's largest cities.
Our Missouri Capitol Bureau Chief Emily Manley explains what this newly formed committee is tasked with and what changes could be coming. She's live in Jeff City tonight with more. Emily?
Well, Mike and Jasmine, you probably already know, but if you live in St. Louis or Kansas City, or you might even work in one of those cities, you have to pay a 1% earnings tax. And that goes and helps the cities pay for services that they offer, like police, EMS, or even the maintenance of a park. Well, this special House committee has been tasked with finding alternatives with the hopes of possibly replacing the tax.
First of all, it's not the charge of this committee to take away your tax.
It's a way for Missouri's two largest cities to bring in hundreds of millions of dollars a year.
We have earnings tax revenue budgeted for fiscal year 24 of about $313 million.
That money, both in Kansas City and St. Louis, is one of the largest sources of general revenue and has a wide support from city residents who are required to vote on the earnings tax every 5 years.
Reducing or removing the earnings tax will do serious long-term harm to the people of the entire state of Missouri.
The committee was formed by House Speaker Dean Plocher, who wants the group to focus on how Missourians are affected by the tax.
The city advocates for an earnings tax to provide public safety, police, fire, and I haven't seen a lot of services provided by the city when it comes to public safety.
Before this year, there have been previous attempts by Republican lawmakers to eliminate the decades-old tax.
We take this away. Where does that leave public safety in our cities?
Members also plan to review how people who live outside the city but work remotely are subject to the tax.
We saw that could be a serious problem for us as we moved into kind of the pandemic world of, wow, we could have an awful lot of telecommuting going on.
Earlier this year, a St. Louis circuit judge ruled the city could be forced to refund millions of dollars in earnings tax charged to non-residents who worked from home during the pandemic.
The position of my office is that the earnings tax should be applied to remote workers.
Now, the committee does plan to hold meetings in both Kansas City and St. Louis in the coming weeks, and we will keep you updated on when those happen. Now, as for that lawsuit that involves remote workers having to pay earnings tax, it's set to be in front of an appeals court in early 2024. Reporting live tonight from Missouri State Capitol Bureau in Jefferson City, I'm Emily Manley, Fox 2 News.